RadioKingOnline.com. Keep locked.
All right, episode piece. I'm here with Dillon Cooper, one of the most exciting. You're one of the most exciting acts to come out in New York. For those, if you're new to a London audience, how would you describe your sound?
I would describe my sound as, I say, a fresh take on what you know. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feel of what I'm feeling and what I like to put out.
So if you could describe it in, let's say, 3 words, what would you say?
Fresh, minty dopeness.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you're from New York. You're from Brooklyn, Crown Heights. You know, you're part of this new wave of like East Coast rappers, and especially the New York scene. Where do you feel that you fit into that whole, especially those who are calling that the Beast Coast movement? Where do you feel you fit into that?
Yeah, I'm part of Beast Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are all my bros. So yeah, we got it going on.
But in terms of where you fit, like, what do you bring that's different to your brothers?
I bring Dillon Cooper. You know what I'm saying? There's only one me, and nobody else can do what I do because it's me. You know, nobody else has my thoughts or how I would craft it to put it out. Yeah. And I have my personality, and I'm an individual.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's dope. I mean, of course, you went to Berklee, and that was off of a part scholarship from the Jay-Z Sean Carter Foundation, right?
Yeah, you did research. Good job.
So,
what you know?
Huh?
I said, what you know? What else you know?
I know a lot. We'll get into it, don't worry.
Oh, all right.
So, I mean, off of that, talk about that experience, how it molded your craft, like, and your love for music.
I'd have to say that Berklee molded me in the sense of, it was like a mini music industry. You're just surrounded by musicians. You're surrounded by musicians, and people are going to get gigs, and people are doing that whole aspect of the business, the grind. And you see that around you, and you have a lot of people who are developing and going to be future people that you're going to see.
In the industry.
So, and you see it from a musician standpoint. People who, the keys players and the bassists, and, so it's real cool. And I think that I found myself there in terms of me realizing what I wanted to do. You know, I didn't want to just be a session musician or just playing the band. Like, I wanted to be on the forefront and do my thing and perform.
Yeah. I mean, is it fair to say that I read somewhere that, rock is your favorite genre of music? Is that fair to say?
Nah.
No?
I don't have a favorite genre.
You don't have a favorite genre?
I listen to a lot of stuff.
You have a favorite instrument? Is it the guitar? Would you say?
Nah, my favorite instrument is Rhodes, Fender Rhodes, keys, electric piano.
When did you learn to play those?
Electric piano.
When did you learn to play those?
Oh, I started playing keys like when I was like 4 or 5, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom had me in like piano lessons, but I always like fool around. Yeah. My dad has a Fender Rhodes, so I think it's the dopest sound. That's that like soulful, like D'Angelo type sound,
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, from that, how did you find yourself rapping? Like when you first started writing bars and actually got, saying, yo, I'm a rapper, I'm out here.
Well, I started just fooling around rapping in high school, just like with my friends. We'd always just be in like the lunchroom or in class, like fooling around, like just cracking, rapping, And when I was in college, I was like that whole summer before that, I was still just like writing, like always write stuff in my books, like write songs and stuff like that. Yeah. So when I was in college, I just wanted to do something different. I just started shifting my focus onto my bars. Okay. Yeah.
You went to Wiz Khalifa show.
Yeah.
And the Wiz Khalifa show cemented your faith that, you know what, I'm going to do this. Because prior to that, it had kind of been like, oh, this looks cool. Like, the rappers look cool. But you went to the Wiz show and you were like, yo, this is definitely what I'm going to do. Can you speak about his influence and just that experience, like that time and that moment where you kind of realized, you know what, I'm going to be a rapper?
Yeah. That show was ill. It was at the Paradise Rock Club in Boston. And, I was like my second semester of college, and I went over there. And it's the audience. This the energy inside of the entire atmosphere, and the venue was just like, it was just so dope, That when he came out, you saw how he controlled the stage, seeing the reaction, and it was just like, this is what I want to do. Yeah. And like Wiz, seeing when he put out, from the time he put out, like, Cause You Know Jay, but even before that, like Deal and No Deal, Flight School, you know what I'm saying? Hand me my boarding pass, all that type of shit, man. Like, it was just like, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's putting out, making dope music, and living that life. And I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Have you had a chance to link up with Wiz at all?
I've had shows with him and everything like that. I haven't met him yet.
No, you haven't been able to tell him about that?
Soon come.
Alright, cool. I mean, I wanted to get your opinion on, are you familiar with Troy Ave?
Yeah, I know he is,
you know, he's been commenting on calling certain rappers like weirdo rappers. Do you have any, would you say that he's accurate in those assumptions about certain types of rappers at all?
I say that people, there are weirdos, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what he's saying, but, like, you know, to each his own.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fair enough. Also, with your upcoming EP, what can fans expect to hear from that?
More dope stuff.
More dope stuff.
More dope content. Just a different perspective because, like, I put out Cosmic like a year ago, you know, so a lot happens in a year.
So you're going to be changed. A lot of growth from that. All right, then. Thank you for your time.
No
We're
problem.
here with Dillon Cooper's Radio King Online.
Radio King Online. We out.
RadioKingOnline.com. Keep locked.